Hey there, it's Kurt Smith. A few days ago on my Google Plus profile, I made a post about flirting. And I said that flirting is cheating. Here's a little bit of what I wrote. Flirting is fine if you're not in any kind of a relationship. The same goes for the partner you're flirting with. But if you're married or in a serious relationship, flirting with someone else is wrong. Well, that got a lot of response. Some people agreed with me, and quite a few people disagreed with me. Some strongly both ways. So, is flirting cheating? What do you think? Before we talk about it any further, let's get on a level playing field and establish a couple definitions. First, flirting. Webster's dictionary defines flirting as to behave amorously, which means with a sexual love, without serious intent. So flirting, according to Webster's, is to behave amorously without serious intent. I would add that having a relationship with another person that has sexual chemistry is flirting. So let's look at a few comments from a couple of comments to get an idea of what other people would define flirting as. Walther MM says, flirting is generally seen as behaving in suggestively sexy ways with other people and is generally the first step towards developing romance, as this is what singles usually do to signal interest in others. I would agree. Malu Santos wrote, flirting is done to arouse sexual interest in another person. If it is a simple admiration without sexual connotation, then it is not flirting. Agree with that as well. We all know what flirting is. I don't think we need to debate that. We could argue about whether it's intentional or not, but that's not the point. The point is that we know when there's sexual chemistry. We know when we are flirting. Let's add another definition before we explore this a little bit more. So cheating, how would we define cheating? I would say cheating is going out of the relationship to meet any needs that are supposed to be met in the relationship by your partner. Nearly all of us would agree that having sex with somebody else while you're in a relationship is cheating. But cheating doesn't just happen around sex. It can take many other forms. Here's another comment. This comes from Greta Piperkoska. Sorry, Greta. I'm going to imagine myself as married. Me and my husband go in a restaurant. Some man closer to the door than my husband opens it for me. I throw him a sexy smile because I'm a woman. Cheating? Ha ha. Well, Greta, I would say yes. It may not have been your intent, but you did cross a line with the sexy smile. A smile? Perfectly fine. A sexy smile? And you've crossed into the cheating waters. It wasn't your intent, but that's what's happened. So here's what I meant, and here's how I would explain why I believe flirting is cheating. Flirting is cheating because it's breaking a boundary within a committed relationship. In a committed relationship, we agree to give certain parts of ourselves to our partner. When we're flirting, we're giving sexual interest and attention that only our partner should get. We're giving it to somebody else. Flirting with someone when we're in a relationship is unloving and it's disrespectful to our partner. That may not be our intention, but it's a result of flirting. So how are we supposed to act? Here's a question from Samantha H. So because I'm married, I can't smile and say thank you to a man who holds the door open for me? No, you exactly can, and you should. This does not mean that you can't be friendly, that we can't be nice or engage with the opposite sex. It's just there's no flirting with anyone but our significant other. So that sexy smile that Greta threw that man, not okay. Samantha, just smiling, you're fine. So flirting is cheating. What evidence is there to support this statement? All you gotta do is look at our culture. Like how many failed and broken relationships? I work with people every day as a counselor, men and women, and I hear from hundreds and thousands every day online who are struggling in broken and failed relationships because they didn't respect boundaries of the relationship. So that's my belief. Flirting is cheating. Agree or disagree?